programming is brought to you by Local Video Marketing. In association with Coach Chick's Mastermind Group and CoachChick.com.
Hi, and welcome to the pre-game meal, what to eat in the 4 to 6 hours before your game begins. This is Kim Lukhard, Hockey Mom RD. You want to avoid fatty foods such as potato chips, French fries, fried chicken, pizza, and a whole bunch more. Foods rich in fat will slow you down and make it harder for you to focus on the game. The first step in building your pre-game meal is to choose foods rich in carbohydrates, such as pasta, rice, potatoes, bread, cereal, grains such as couscous, quinoa, barley, oatmeal, and fresh fruit. The majority of the food you choose for your pre-game meal should be rich in energy-sustaining carbohydrates, and these will take up at least half of your plate, or maybe even more. Your second step is to choose a food rich in lean protein. So lean beef, chicken, ham, turkey, fish, eggs, low-fat dairy foods. These foods will help you focus and not feel hungry during the game. These foods are going to be placed on 1/4 of your plate. And the third step is to choose low-fiber vegetables. Fiber can cause you to have stomach cramps during a game. So vegetables like green beans, carrots, zucchini, yellow squash, broccoli, mushrooms are some good choices. These foods provide vitamins and minerals to help you grow and will not make you feel bloated or cause cramping. These will take up about 1/4 of your plate also. Here's an example of what your pre-game meal plate might look like. On the top half, you see this is where you have your carbohydrate-rich foods, pasta, rice, potatoes, grains. You can add fresh fruit, a low-fat dairy choice to your meal. Also, your lean meats are down in the lower quadrant of your plate, and your raw vegetables or cooked vegetables or even a vegetable soup is on the right quadrant. Now, if you're going out and you're going to a restaurant, I have some meals that I have looked at. So here at Panera, they have a soba noodle broth bowl with chicken, which is about 25% fat. It's going to provide you liquid in the broth, and then you can add low-fat milk or water to drink. At Subway, any fresh fit 6-inch sub sandwich is a good choice. You want to ask for mustard instead of mayonnaise, or have your sandwich without any dressing on it. Add low-fat milk, fresh fruit, and pretzels to round out this meal. And even at Chick-fil-A, you can find something. A grilled Chick-fil-A sandwich contains about 16% fat, has about 29 grams of protein. Here again, add low-fat milk, a fruit cup to round out this meal. If you'd like to learn more about youth ice hockey nutrition and what to eat throughout your entire day, check out my Create a Championship Plate course at my Hockey Mom RD's Youth Ice Hockey Nutrition Academy on Thinkific, and you see the link is right below this slide. Make it a great day and happy skating. This is Kim Lukhard, Hockey Mom RD.
All right, you ready for the 12 best exercises to go ahead and get started with when you're first implementing a resistance band program? I'm going to bring them to you right now. All right, so let's get ready to go. First one we want to do is we want to train our trunk, and there's 2 exercises I think you need to go ahead and get started with. First one is a simple plank. You want to take the band, you got 2 options, put it on your back doubled, or my suggestion is start out with it single by putting it around this way, hook it onto your hand, put it right on the small of your back, drop on down, and hold that plank right there. Keep the pressure against the palms of your hands, and you got a plank. Very easy exercise to get started with. From there, we want to add a little bit of mobility. So we're going to go into a mountain climber. Keep your belly button tight and go into a simple mountain climber as your second exercise for your trunk. From there, let's move on to now hitting our back. What we're going to do is we're going to drop down. We're going to stay on the floor for this one. We're going to hook it around our feet. Now make sure you've got your feet separated apart. Hands go through the loops so you can pull with your mid-back. We're going to go into what we call seated rows. Now, a couple things. Keep those feet apart. Push against the band to engage your glutes. So now as you're pulling, your glutes are engaged and you can keep a nice upward posture. We don't want any slouching. We don't want any leaning back. From there, we're going to go ahead. We're going to come up into a standing position. We're going to put the band behind us. Now we're going to move it up into our shoulder blade area. You can see I've got it up onto my scapula. I'm going to take my hand through the loop and hook it onto the index finger, between my index finger and thumb. Through the loop, index finger and thumb. Why? Because I'm going to go into chest presses and I want resistance through the full range of motion. So I'm going to knock it out, going through the full range of motion. From there, we're going to drop down. We're going to step on it with one foot. We'll go with our left foot. We're going to step through, and we're going to put it up into this position with our hands shoulder width apart, so we can go ahead and do an incline chest press. Notice I keep the band apart, my hands apart. The band is not rubbing on my arms, and I'm really engaging my mid-back right along with my anterior shoulder girdle. From there, I'm just going to step out of it. I'm going to go into a pull apart. Two ways you can do this. You can stagger yourself and go single, pull apart. Make sure the band is about 12 inches between your hand, maybe 18 at the most. Grip it a little bit, but most importantly, if you keep tension on the band, you will be able to pull it apart without any issues of the band sliding. What we don't want is the band getting loose. So always keep a little tension on it. If you want more challenge, you take it out, you wrap it around one hand, wrap it around the other. You're now about 12 inches apart, and you can do a pull apart with a double resistance, all right? So from there, we're gonna go ahead, that's pull aparts. Now we're gonna drop down into our shoulder press, and we're gonna go right here. Again, shoulder width apart with my hands, up and apart. Get those hands apart a little bit. That'll engage your scapula and also allow you to go ahead, clear your shoulder girdle so we don't get that impingement issue into the shoulder. From there, let's move right into high pulls. Once again, shoulder width apart pull, up and pull apart. Why do I pull apart? To engage my shoulder blades. So it's a simple pull apart. Make sure, lead with your elbows. Bring your elbows up first. That's the cue to getting that exercise going. From there, we're just going to slide down, hook our thumbs through the band, fingers over top, pull the band apart a little bit, and you're going hammer curl. Now most people get in here with them. Don't go in there. Keep them shoulder width apart, hammer curl. Notice, knees are bent, hips are bent, and we're in a great athletic position, and we're just using the shoulder and the bicep to go ahead and engage the hammer curl. From there, we're going right into triceps. Couple things you can do, but most way you can grip it. Put your fingers through the band now, not your thumbs. Bring it up to the shoulder. Set it on the shoulder. When you're ready to go, it's just simply right there, pressing through. That is how you're going to go ahead and do a tricep press. So we got core, we got back, we got chest, we got shoulders, we got arms. Let's finish with legs. You know where I'm going here. We're going front squat. Put that band up onto your shoulders, elbows up, front squat. All the way down, all the way up, knocking out that exercise just like that. Now, I'm going to keep it right there because I'm just going to step out and right into a split squat. So now I can knock out a split squat on my right, but here's the deal. When you switch it up, just step in with your left, step out with your right. You don't have to change it. Band goes out in front, and you're split squatting left. Transitions are huge. Make sure you practice them and work on them. Guys, there's your 12 exercises that you should go ahead and get started with when you're implementing a resistance band training strength conditioning program.
If you don't already own one, I'm sure you've at least seen the likes of the simulated goalies that can be lashed over the front of a practice net. Now, I'm not going to say that they're a bad thing for hockey training, but I am going to suggest that they're limited in what they can do for a player. I mean, they're only two-dimensional, and they only help one's shooting accuracy to a point. I recognized that a good many years ago and began building my own three-dimensional simulated goalies, or what I came to call my SMGs. To me, these became a whole lot more useful for teaching younger players to attack the net. And I also discovered that my players could eventually learn to react to different conditions, like whether a goaltender was telescoped out on an angle, or if that goaler was backed into his net. With that, I'm going to continue this discussion in the related post and describe how easy it might be to make one's own SMG for the driveway or even for the practice ice or roller floor.
Dennis Chighisola's The Nature of Our Game ranks with other high-level essays, authored by the likes of Gladwell, Percival, and Coyle. It's an in-depth study of our game, it's about the challenges players face in the heat of battle, and it's about the things that influence the way players need to train, both off and on the ice. Get it now, and be well armed to answer almost any question that arises about our game.
Nice, it's good. Nice, guys, good. Nice wide stride, right on. Good work, Remy. Next guy, go! 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 Nice, nice, go!